Brian O'Connell, congratulations, a big win over Laois there, and you've made your way to an All Ireland Simi final, and that's exactly where we want to be.
Yeah, thought we played very well there today. Thought our energy levels were back. Lads look really fresh and delighted with the win. Yeah, and looking forward to an All Ireland semi final.
Yeah. They were understandably a bit flat against Galway, and today you could see the difference in the first 10 minutes, especially the way they shot straight into the game and got that perfect shot.
Yeah, we were fairly conscious of that. You know, we knew that we were just very flat today against Galway. Low energy levels, I think, physically and emotionally probably tired. So we pretty much took last week off, or the week after that came off, and I think it stood for them. I think they're really fresh and ready to go this morning. So, fair play to them.
Yeah, I think it was an 8-point lead you took to half time, so you needed it all because Laois got that goal. It came maybe against the run of play a small bit, but they got in for that goal.
Yeah, we needed it all, and for anyone who wasn't there, it was a fairly strong breeze. We actually started the second half very well, and probably could have had 1 or 2 goals at least. Tapped on a few more points, and then Laois started to come back into a little bit, and just as you said, the goal against the run of play tipped over a couple of points. Got some handy enough frees, I thought, but it all boiled down to them being in the game up until the last couple of minutes. So I thought we kind of handled that well, though. I think we saw it out. We defended well and we used the ball well when we were trying to come out. So all in all, a good display.
Yeah, Jack Breen, he brought it down to 4 points there for Laois, and I mean at that stage you could be panic stations, but she held it together, held the nerve, and showed the character, and added on 2 points to see how the 6 points win was.
Yeah,
it showed great maturity.
We had to bring on a bit of fresh legs, and Danny Fox went into the full forward line and won a vital free for us to tap on one, and then we worked the ball well for the second one, just to bullet that little bit of distance between us, but. Credit to Laois. I think they really stuck in the game and put us under a lot of pressure. But delighted with our own lads.
Michael Collins and Sam Scanlon got 2 points each. Keane Neal and James Organ scored. Jack O'Neill and Ocean, the full forwards. So all the forwards scored. But the full back line are immense. They're tackling. There was no fear of a goal coming from play. I felt all during the match the way the full back line was played.
Yeah, I think they've been that way all year. In fairness to them, the 3 lads have been rock solid. Love defending, love tackling, love being out in front. They're really, really good at their craft. So I thought, again, they were what they have been all year. It was really solid.
Yeah. Matthew O'Halloran at midfield and Dermot Stretch. Matthew is meant to cover an immense amount of ground and does an awful lot of the hard work.
Yeah, he's a brilliant player. He's rangy, big, well able to get around, well able to put himself around, use the ball really well, and did that job again for us today. So really delighted. Yeah,
and as you said, you had to bring on the sub. You brought on the fresh legs, and so you have a panel like Finn in particular that came on there. He really ran up and down the field, covered a lot of ground when it was needed.
Yeah. So. And initially he just came on as a blood sub for Matthew.
That's right. Yeah.
Got on a couple of balls and looked fairly sharp, so we were keen to get him back on really straight away after when he came back on off for the blood sub. Yeah. So and even against Galway, when we were very flat, Owen came on and looked lively, and we've been seeing that in training with him as well. So there is strength and depth there, and they're starting to put their hands up and saying, "Bring me on early."
Yeah. Awfully now in 2 weeks' time for a place in Croke Park and All Ireland final. Do you know anything about Offaly? You haven't been looking really yet, I suppose.
To be honest, the only thing I've seen about Offaly is in context of watching the Laois game. So they obviously played Laois in the Leinster final, which was a good game. Offaly looked really solid, both defensively and well able to score. So haven't looked much into them, but we will over the next couple of weeks and be ready for them.
Yeah. Offaly and Clare is a unique pair, even though we did meet in All Ireland back in the 90s, I think, if I'm right. So it'll be a unique day to have both those counties in an All Ireland final.
It will, and then on the flip side, you've got the traditional. I suppose you've got the Tipperary and Galway on the other side, but Yeah, really looking forward to it. There was a massive crowd in Moore Park at the time Laois played them in the Leinster final, and I think underage football and hurling and Offaly in general, I think there seems to be a real positive buzz around what they're doing from county board level and from their underage development structure level. So they're obviously well organised, and we look forward to it.
Yeah, I think you live slightly outside the county, but there's a massive buzz around the county. I was down in Limerick actually during the week as well, but there's a massive buzz around now. The footballers are playing here in a few hours' time, and the big Munster final tomorrow. Like, I mean, hurling has gone through the roof here now. The supporters, everybody is looking for tickets, and big day tomorrow now.
Sell out tomorrow, yeah. I kind of said that to the lads this morning, just saying that Clare hurling was in a good place, and that this weekend was going to be a big weekend for us, and we had a chance to kind of get it off to a good start. So they answered that call, and I do think that they're linked. You know, you might say how is the minor and the senior affect each other, but I think the seniors will genuinely get a bounce out of us winning today. They'll know the result, they'll hear about it, and they'll be pleased for us. And I think I hope that tomorrow they'll do the same and come out with the Munster final.
Yeah, it's a great positive note to send to Brian Lohan, your fellow clubmen, and we look forward to tomorrow as well. But the job you have done, your job, you've played your part, and we look forward to the next day. Brian, congratulations.
Thanks.
Win there and get a bite to eat before you head home. Thanks for that, friend.